Someone asked about the response page, and this is a video in response to that. So in this response page, we have this top part right here that is red. It's usually written your response was 60% accurate, meaning that you failed. But if it is somewhere between 80 and 100%, you have passed. So it turns green. Okay, so it turns green. And when you have actually failed, or when your task has issues and it turns red, there are things that you can actually look out for to understand where the problem was and how you can fix them, because Remotasks is actually unique in that kind of way. It shows you where you went wrong and how you can make that better. And to see how you can get better, you can just look at the answer key part. On the top left, we have the answer key, and when you click the answer key, you can see that it has done the annotation for you. And when you look at this part labeled all the annotations, you can actually see how many annotations there are in your task. Maybe you added few, or maybe you added even more annotations. So the easiest way to check how many annotations you're supposed to actually add, you can just check all annotations after clicking on the answer key, right? And you'll see, for example, on our screen we have two annotations for utility pole full. It was this pole and this one. Now in my response, I had done the same. I had added the two poles, but it appears there was a problem. So how do we identify where the problems were in our task? We come up here to our problem zones. In our problem zones, when you click on problem zones, it turns red. You see the red color, and it indicates where your problem was. So in our example, we were supposed to actually make our annotation a little wider, our box annotation a little wider, right? Our box a little wider, and we did not do that. So when we're doing our task, we need to actually correct on the same, and I'll show you that in a few. So you can check your response. My response, it was thin around the top. In the answer key, it was a little wider, right? So you can zoom in by pressing the plus key and see where the problem was, right? Check on your response. I had neglected this area right here, the answer key. Okay, so the same with this. That was the problem zones, your response and answer key. You can press those two as often as possible so that you can actually identify where the problem was, right? So yeah, we can go deeper and try and look for where the problem was, and actually do it as many times as possible to actually identify where the problem was. And well, let's go back, and well, you can either clear and restart, or you can fix your answer. All right, so fixing your answer basically means that you'll go back to where you are, and clear and restart basically means that you'll have to start from zero, right? Start it all over again, and you can just fix your answer, right? Like we're about to do right now. We can just fix our answer. We can just fix our answer, bring it here, bring this here, and I think this is okay. Right? You can make the corrections that that you're told to actually correct. You can correct on the areas that you're told to correct, and yeah, you'll be done in a few minutes or even seconds if you're good. Done in a few minutes, yeah, or seconds. I think we're done. Let's try and submit again and check. Yeah, and we're good. It was really that simple. Just check on where you are, check on where the errors were, check on where the problem zones were. Do not really mind about the error summary. Sometimes it can make you lose hope and think that you've done so many mistakes, but as long as it has turned green as long as it has turned green up here, you're good to go. You're good to go. As long as it has turned green up here, you're good to go. And yeah, congratulations, you successfully completed this challenge. Okay, so we've reached the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Peace.